Hello and welcome back to Pattern Making with Let Morris. We're carrying on with the skirt that we started. We've done the actual front, so we're now going to carry on with the back. So we're going to use the same principle that we did on the front for the back. The only difference is we've got seam down the center back. So what we do is the pattern pieces that we had for the front, we're going to start off with the extended yoke top section, and which is that piece. So we're going to do a straight line on our paper here. I'm just going to go through this with you, and we're going to place that on the straight line here like this. This is to create the back section, and we're going to copy off that section there exactly as it is, because we've got seam allowance and everything on it already. And all we do is just mark on the seam allowance because we've got it on there already, and we can just put a little notch there for the seam at the top and at the bottom area of it. And this is now our center back. And then all we do is add a center back seam, which is 1 centimeter on the back. And this is our back, and we're going to cut 4 of these plus 2 fuse. The reason why we're cutting 4, we want 2 for this side and 2 for the other side, and 1 fusing each, and that's to give it body. So once we've got that, that's your pattern piece done for your back. And then for the front, for the peplum, you get hold of your front peplum that you create once again, and we draw a line, straight line. We put that up to the line like that, and then we mark around what we've got on that shape like that along the side and around the hem section of the peplum like that. So once we've got that, I'll make sure we've marked it. It didn't come through. Let's lay that on there again and mark the bottom area, which didn't come through. So there we go. So those are the piece that you have. And then all you do again is just put your seam allowance on there. And then you mark off your seam allowance on here because it's already on along there, and you mark it along here and along here, and you just need a notch for there. So just extend the line out here, and then this is your peplum. So you're going to cut 2 of those, 2 of those, and this is your back peplum. So you only need a 2. So 1 on this side and 1 on the other side. And then what we do is we're going to put a notch for your zip section. So your zip is 8 inches. So we got to measure 8 inches down. So from the top, you've got to measure 8 inches down, and you've got to put a notch. So it's going to come into your skirt section, because these 2 pieces won't be less than an 8. So your notch will come on the other piece. So once you've done those, you get hold of your back, your front underskirt that you've made. And once again, you just draw a straight line on your paper like that. And you place that up to the line. And then you copy that off. You mark around it because it's got the seam allowance and everything on there already. Like that, all the way around. You copy off, and then you take that away, and then you mark your centimeter that you're going to stitch along there, and you mark your centimeter that you're going to stitch down there, and you mark your centimeter or 2 inches, what you allow, whatever you allow. And then on this section here, this is your center back, you're going to put your 1 centimeter your 1 centimeter seam along here for your zip. So you got to measure, take off your centimeter. So you measure down, take off your centimeter off of there, and centimeter, and you measure that down, and you whatever that is, that's your zip mark, and you put a couple of notches for where the zip goes. And then you're going to measure up the amount that where you want your split to be, which is this bit here, right? Whether it's 9 inches, 10 inches, whatever you're going to make it. And then you put a mark, and then you extend the line out, and you decide on how wide deep you want the pleat to be. And I always make my pleat at the back 1.5 inches. So I'm going to measure out from that line there, not the seam line, that line 1.5 inches out, and I'm going to put a mark, and I do the same thing at the bottom, and I put a mark, and then I connect up the lines like that, down like that, and I extend this line straight across my bottom line to touch that line. And then what I do, I normally slant my line down for my pleat from that point there. So I'll come down a slanted, and then I'll add my seam allowance back on there like that. And then this is now my grain line for the back, grain line. This is my back, and we're going to cut 2 of those. So those are the pattern pieces for your back skirt, which is like that. So, and then you've got your front pieces, which is those pieces. That's your peplum for the front, and that is your yoke piece for the top of your skirt on the front. So those are the pieces that you need. You need 1, 2 for the 3 pieces for the front, and then you're going to need 2 for the top here. You're going to need 4 for the top because we're going to bag it out, and we're going to need 2 for this piece and 2 for that piece. So those are the pattern pieces that you need for your skirt that looks like that. So I hope you'll find that interesting and you'll be able to follow through that. So that is your skirt with a peplum and a knife pleat in the back, and it's straight, and the waist is grown on to your yoke 1.5 inches, and that's how you create that. So I hope you can follow that. Those are the back pieces there on there. That's your back section. It's got a knife pleat in there, and that's your peplum, and that's your yoke piece with the grown on waistband. So that is your skirt for today. I hope you'll be able to follow that through. And as I said before, if you don't understand something and you want me to go over it, please message me. Don't be afraid. Message, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a wonderful and blessed day today. See you soon. Bye.